If I didn't believe in God, I wouldn't be here right now at confirmation or going to church. My life would be totally different. Every Sunday I wouldn't be playing string bass. And
If I didn't believe in God, this would be different. My life would not be what it is, and I never would have done anything in God's name.
If I didn't have God in my life, I probably wouldn't be able to find joy in my life. I think I'd be kind of lost because He fills us with joy and He helps us find the little things in life that matter. It just makes us really happy.
If I didn't believe in God, I probably wouldn't find the positive things in life.
God always helps me to find my way. Whenever I don't know what to do in a certain situation, I always ask God, and He usually has the answer.
If I didn't believe in God, then I probably wouldn't forgive as easy as I do, and a lot of things in my life would be a lot different, and I wouldn't have made the changes that I've made in my life.
I've always been told that God is always listening to you, listening to your prayers. But sometimes I just don't think He's listening or paying attention to me. He doesn't talk back to me in my head.
What I don't understand is that God just kind of lets me choose some people that I know that I shouldn't choose in my life. And I just go, why that person? Why did you put that person in my life? You know that person was a bad influence in the beginning. Why didn't you let me just kind of start hanging out with them?
Okay, so why I have doubts in God sometimes is because why does He take away one of my loved ones and stuff? So I just don't understand that. I mean, I get that they're meant to go to heaven and they're in a better place, but it's just hard knowing that they're not here.
I doubt God when He lets bad things happen, because when you believe in God, you're supposed to find the good in the situations, but sometimes I just can't.
So what I don't understand is that when God does terrible things to people that haven't done anything bad, are good people and that go to church every Sunday, but yet they lose loved ones. And there's some people out there that don't go to church and they're fine.
So I doubt God when sometimes I just don't know how He created everything. And sometimes it's a little bit hard to grasp, but I do know that He's out there, and I do believe in Him. And so sometimes it's just hard to grasp that, but I think that's what it's all about.
Well, I really hated going to church, Sunday school. I hated it, hated getting up early in the morning at 6 o'clock to get ready. But now I love going to church, 9:15, rocking on the bass. It's really fun. And I learned a lot about God there, too.
Okay, my perspective of God has changed completely from, when I was little and, your parents are go to church, and it's check yes if you, love God, and you're just okay, I'm obligated to check yes. But as I've learned, I really have gotten to know God and stuff, it seems through mission trips and retreat and all the friends, and I just can't imagine my life without it.
What I figured out about God and the difference in my life is that just because He's God doesn't mean that He's just going to be there for you always. You're going to have to ask for it and stuff. And that's what I've learned in the past years about Him, and that's made a difference in me besides going to camp and meeting all these cool people there and having them share their experiences. And that's just what's made a difference in my life, is because I'm always happy to listen to Christian music or just be at church or in retreats, and so that's what's made a difference.
I would say my relationship with God has changed a lot. I feel a lot more comfortable with Him now, and I guess I wasn't as much when I was younger, and I feel like I can ask for forgiveness, and I used to not be able to do that because that was kind of hard, and it's really personal, but once you get to know God, it's really easy, and it's full of joy.
I feel like I have a whole new outlook on life, and I'm thankful for that.
Well, when I was younger, I never liked coming to church, but now, since I've, been connected somewhat to God, I actually like coming to church, and my relationship with God. Now I see, the more positive things in life since I've had a relationship with Him.
I'd like to thank the congregation for the 9:15 service, where I have a blast on the bass guitar, playing music every Sunday. It's really fun, and I really love it.
I'm thankful for all the friends I've made here in the church.
I'm thankful for all the opportunities this church has given me in retreats and mission trip and all the different programs and stuff, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I just want to be thankful for sending me to camp. All these years I've gone, I really enjoyed it. It's changed my life entirely.
I'd like to thank the congregation for never looking down upon the youth and always believing in us, because if you guys didn't do that, I probably wouldn't volunteer as much here and be involved here as I am now.
I want to thank the church for always being a comfortable place to come that's always welcoming, and everyone here kind of feels like family.
One thing you should know about God is, how would you be here if it wasn't for God? Just think about that.
God will always love you.
God will always forgive you. God will always be there for you, even in the worst times.
God understands you.
One thing that you should always understand about God is that no matter where you've come from, your past, what you do, that He'll still love you and that He'll forgive you.